Hey guys, I'm Alan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a lead guitar tutorial over Same God by Elevation Worship. There'll be a tab available over on Patreon, so just be sure to check down in the description. You guys will see a link to that. And that tab is available a couple ways. There's one tier where you can just get like a PDF of it if you just want to be able to view it. Or the higher tier, you can do the guitar profile where you can like play along with it, transpose it. You can even edit it some if you want to. So yeah, just whichever one works best for you. And I also made a video of me playing through this whole song already, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll link that down below too. Okay, so for this song, there are 4 electric guitar parts. I just kind of did my best to make this playable with one guitar, so just keep that in mind. Obviously, it's not possible to hit all 4 parts with one guitars. We're going to be in the key of D flat, Capo on the 1st fret, and our tempo, the 8th note, is 145 beats per minute. All right, so let's just run through the intro here. I'll go over this with you guys, but I'm using a Strymon Blue Sky pedal just with the like mix and delay and everything cranked way up. I'm also using a little bit of modulation from the carbon copy analog delay pedal. So this beginning part's just kind of like really mellow. It's just big swells. So we're going to do some swells, and we'll also use the like tremolo bar if you have one. All right, here's what the intro sounds like. Okay, so let's go over how to do that. So we're just going to be strumming a C chord. It's really straightforward. So you'll strum that C and swell in 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on this next chord, we'll play an F over C. So we're just putting that pinky on the 3rd fret of the D string, and we'll play that, and then we'll pull the pinky off. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we just repeat it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's all for the intro. That part's pretty easy. Next, let's go over verse 1. This part is basically the same as the intro, so we'll just kind of run through it one time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then pull off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we slide up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold this for another measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that is all for verse 1. On verse 2, we'll play a simple riff, and I'm just using a light overdrive here, and I'm still using the neck pickup. Might get a little bit noisy here, but here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go over that real quick. We'll start off just on the 5th fret of the G string, and we'll hold that for 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. We'll go up to the 8th fret of the B string, 4, and then 6, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And also all these fret numbers are relative to where that capo is, so just keep that in mind. And we just do basically the same thing, but we play the 5th fret of the D string this time. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on this one, we're going to do some pull-offs. So we'll pull off from the 6th fret to the 5th fret. Then we'll slide down to the 3rd fret, and then down to the 1st, and then we'll pick it again. So that pull-off is like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is all for verse 2. On chorus 1, we'll just kind of strum through the chord progression, and we're just going to be doing all down strums, strumming 8th notes. Here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I don't think we need to go over that part. Hopefully that's kind of simple enough, but yeah, you're just kind of strumming down strums all through that part. Let's go over verse 3 and verse 4. Here we're going to be playing basically the same riff that we did on verse 2, just there's some slight changes where it's a little bit fuller. So I'm going to use my middle pickup on this one and some overdrive here. Kick in the noise. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll notice on that last 7th fret, I'm not picking it, I'm just kind of hammering it on. There wasn't a good way to notate that on the tab. I tried, but couldn't really figure out anything that looked good. So yeah, it's just because that part is a little bit softer. So just, you don't have to pick that note. You can just kind of hammer it on. So that's all for verse 3 and verse 4. Let's go over chorus 2. Now this part is quite a bit harder. We're going to be playing some kind of higher up chord shapes and also some pull-offs, all kinds of different things. But it sounds kind of cool. So here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'll try to walk you guys through this. Obviously, this could take a long time if I go over it too much, so we'll just kind of take a brief overview here. So we're going to start off on the 12th and 13th frets on the G and the B string. And our rhythm's like 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a. And on beat 4, we're going to bring that pinky down to the 12th fret also. 4, and a. So it's 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a. And then we're going to use this shape a lot where we have the ring finger on the 12th fret of the G string, pinky on the 13th fret of the B string, and then the first finger on the 10th fret of the E string. And we're going to pick like G, B, E, and B, G. Then on the G string, we're going to hammer on from 10 to 12. We'll hit the 13th fret of the B string. So that measure is. Okay, then after that, we'll hit the 10th fret of the G string, 13th fret of the B string. We'll do these pull-offs from 9 to 7, and then 7 to 5. We'll go back up to 12 and 13, and then pull off from 10 to 9, and then 7 to 5. All right, so let's go ahead and run those 4 measures in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then the rest of this is just kind of like little variations on that. So the next one will hold a little bit longer for 2 beats, like 1, 2. The rhythm on that one's a little bit weird. Probably what I would do instead of me just going over that over and over again. You might just watch the cover video or just kind of listen to that a few times to get the timing in that measure. Then the next part's the same as what we did the first time through, right? next line starts out with the same shape, just a little different picking pattern. So we'll hit the G, B, G, E. So a little slower. That's again. And we'll bar across the 10th fret of the D and G string. We do our pull-offs again. Back up. Then the next line again, it's just kind of another variation on that. We'll hold this one a little bit longer, so it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down and 2 and 3 and 4. And we're back to our bar. 1 and 2 and. In this last part, we hit the first fret of the B string and then the open G. And we'll just kind of let that ring all the way through this like first little interlude thing. All right, that's it for chorus 2. Yeah, like I said, since that part's kind of more advanced, I don't want to spend too much time going over it, but feel free to check out those the cover video or just kind of run through that a few times if you need to. That's all for chorus 2. Let's go over bridge 1. This part could be optional. You could leave it out if you want to, but there is one guitar playing this kind of way in the background, so it's really quiet, but I just didn't want to not play anything. So anyway, here's what it sounds like. Again, I would probably use pretty heavy reverb and delay during this part. It's really ambient sounding. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's all for bridge 1. I don't think we need to go over that too much, but yeah, just kind of play on that B string, playing 16th notes, and just follow along with that tab there. All right, that's it for bridge 1. On bridge 2, we have another pretty easy riff. We're going to start out clean, and then we'll kind of kick in the overdrive about halfway through it. So here's what that sounds like. Ready, go. So that's all we do on bridge 2. Then on bridge 3, we'll just keep that same riff going with overdrive going all the way through it. So that's all for bridge 2 and bridge 3. On chorus 3, we'll play a riff that's really similar to what we did on chorus 2. We're going to use lots of overdrive here. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the bridge pickup also. And I'm not going to play all the way through this because it's really just the same riff over and over again. I'll just play it once, but you'll play this riff actually 6 times in a row. So here's what it sounds like. All right, ready, go. Yeah, so just repeat that 6 times, and that'll take you all the way through chorus 3 and also instrumental 1. The last part of this song that we'll go over is instrumental 2. Here we're just kind of playing some clean chords. It's really easy. So we'll start off on a C chord and just let it ring for 4 beats. And we're going to go ahead and put our pinky also on the 3rd fret of the E string. So we're adding another G note in there. So that sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll rest for 3 measures, and then the next time through the progression, we'll jump back in. We'll start with the C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. F suspended 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. We hit that one again. 1, 2, 3, 4. End on C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then after that, guys, we just cut out for the rest of the song, so it just kind of ends right there at the beginning of bridge 4 for the electric guitar. Well, guys, that is it for this tutorial. Thanks for hanging out today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you watched all the way to the end of this video, thank you. But I'm sure it's going to be a long video. Don't forget that tab's available over on Patreon. Also, a cover video of me running through the whole song. All that's linked down in the description, so go check out all those links. There's other stuff down there also. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's all from me. We'll see you guys in the next one.